Tans was in Miami like the Heat. Top out the top of Miami was me and Tans was in Miami like damn. If you're gonna boss up, then you gotta learn how to take some losses, bro. What it costs you, bro.
If you're looking for a party this Saturday night, we're bringing you one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark. Well, Grant, we've just passed the All-Star break. What does the focus turn into for these teams now?
You know, B.A., when the All-Star break is in the rear view, you know it's go time. This is the time of year where you have to give it your all.
So the Houston starting five. We've got Jabari Smith, Fred VanVleet out there with Amen Thompson. Then it's Steven Adams, and it's Durant in at the 3 spot.
Oh, the big man, Nurkic, from super close range.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen. And the number 3 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Smith Jr.'s ceiling is considered to be very high.
For 3, Collier. Smith with the rebound. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Kevin Durant and what his plan is for trying to contain him, and Coach said, quote, "We don't want him to get into a rhythm. That's when he's most dangerous." I told our guys to get up in his airspace and make him feel the pressure. An aggressive approach, but certainly a wise one when it comes to a player like KD. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Collier. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Fires the 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Adams with a screen on George. Thompson. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
Here's Collier. Banked it in off the glass.
Using his speed advantage there to create the separation he needs for the shot.
Smith right side. That one's wide left.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Thompson passes to VanVleet. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
The defense gets physical inside, and guess what? The tenacious Fred VanVleet ready for it.
The Jazz have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Markkanen outside. Thompson against George. For 3, Collier. It's hauled in by Houston.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency. Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
For 3, Durant. Drains the triple. Durant's got 5 points.
I mean, what a generational talent. KD, deadly from the corner.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Jazz have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Nurkic. George feels it out of it. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the long J.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Here's Thompson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Bailey. Shoots over Durant. That's short off the rim.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Durant. 5 points in the game.
You can't play off of VanVleet too much because he'll burn you off the catch and shoot.
To the inside. Pass to Collier. For 3. Adams grabs the miss.
And, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Here's Durant. Rebounded by Bailey.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
To the paint. And Markkanen with the stuff.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
From 18 feet away, Durant's shot is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
There's a screen by Nurkic. For three, George. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. For three, Durant. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Markkanen outside. A minute 4 left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by Houston. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
And in a series of the have-nots last year, they came out on the losing end, really looking for some improvement here.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. 2 teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
I mean, let me remind you, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. It's incredible how he shoots it so well from deep.
Thompson finds Smith. Adams a screen. 18 feet out. Smith no good. Jazz trail by 5. Down low. Pass to Collier. Back to Markkanen. Up and over Smith. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Collier. Markkanen's got 7 points.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And that one's good by Durant. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Fred VanVleet out there with Josh Okogie. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Houston leading by 5. He stops. He pops. Rebounded by Bailey. Utah shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Pass to Anderson. Here's Filipowski. Guarded by VanVleet. With the 10-footer. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Houston with another miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Sensabaugh. No good on the triple. And here's VanVleet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And the jumper is good. 7 points in the game. Jazz trail by 7. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Utah making a switch here. Mikhailuk's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Smith, he's checked in for Clint Capella. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. To the middle. Just 5 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. Right wing. Here's Bailey. Count counted from distance. Bailey's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Van Vliet, the pass to Smith. Misses from short range. The Jazz have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Pass to Anderson. Eason pulls it in.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Stolen by Anderson. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Mikhailuk, the pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. From outside, off the mark.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Smith. Houston with another miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Utah. Markkanen comes in for Bailey. Anderson gets the bucket. Anderson's got his first bucket in this one.
This is exactly where Anderson prefers to get his looks. Foul line down.
A different look here for Utah. George comes in for Sensabaugh, and it's Collier in for Anderson. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Durant. The Rockets again can't hit. Utah has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Filipowski, no good. That would have tied it. The Rockets have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Offline with a 3.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Collier. And he hits it to tie the game. Collier's got his second basket on the night.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Bailey's checked in for Utah. From the inbound. Durant, no good. The Jazz shooting at 30% here in the second. George passes to Markkanen. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Houston has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Durant. Cans it from the wing. Durant's got 12 points.
A 3-level scorer. Durant is a pick-your-poison matchup for defenders.
George outside. Here's Bailey. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Markkanen misses. Fires the 3. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's Collier. Got a piece of it.
You can tell Smith really relishes being a force on defense. Blocks like that will help him anchor himself at that end of the floor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. And another miss by Utah.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
A nice shot by Smith.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Bailey, the pass to George. Will it go? And Bailey gets it to go. Bailey's got 5 points now this quarter.
credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Durant. Shoots over George. No good from 18. And that'll do it for the first half of play. It's Houston up by 8. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Houston Rockets.
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving the ball. The offense is flowing like my rap game. When you bring the right beat, you know my name.
You know what? It is a debate. Were you a better rapper or you a better DJ as you are today?
No, that's me, Kenny. DJ EJ. And moving on, time to check out the midseason NBA Power Rankings.
You know, for the Rockets, they're in that #1 spot for a reason. Playing well as a team, making it look easy. Definitely the team to beat right now, guys.
Gonna take a lot to knock them out that top spot. Until then, this is their league.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Yusuf Nurkic, Keontae George out there with Collier. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Bailey in at the small forward position. That's the group for Utah right now. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. All right, let's give a nod to defense now with a list of the teams leading the league in steals this month. Number 1, Houston.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
And it's Utah with the ball. Trailing by 10. 4 on the clock. Markkanen from long range. Oh, the soft touch from Markkanen, the 7-footer.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. Got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Here's Van Vliet. Second chance effort. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Collier. Utah shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Oh, look at the flush from Markkanen.
So much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
Thompson, that's good.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Here's Collier. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pass to Bailey from behind the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The 3, Durant. Doesn't go that time. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Bailey. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Durant. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Timeout, timeout.
Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
7th in rebounding, and they have a really nice balance to their offense. They like to get out and run, but they're also comfortable setting up in the half court as well.
And their ability to rack up second chance points has made the difference in a number of games. I love their activity on the offensive glass.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Yes, sir! KD for 3.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Markkanen. again, unable to change momentum here.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Filipowski, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Jazz trail by 14. George outside. Pulls up on the wing. Adams grabs the miss.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Durant for three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists in the game. Here's George. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Steven Adams.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Utah making a switch here. Sensabaugh's checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Eason's checked in. Thompson. Sweet little floater. Thompson's gotten 4 this quarter.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
With the drive. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will end the shot.
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Anderson's checked in for Bailey. Here's Van Vliet. Another one falls for Houston.
Good shot selection from Van Vliet.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 16-point game. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. Thompson, that's good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's foul number 2 for him. Nie, he's checked in for Utah.
Checking in for the Jazz, number 20, George Nie.
Filipowski, the pass to George. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. George has got 7 points in the game.
And just muscling it in, George, very aggressive.
Here's Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first.
Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
And it's Eason penetrating. It's Eason with the jam.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. George passes to Filipowski. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sensabaugh. 3-pointer off the mark.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Houston leading by 20. Pass to Adams. George with a steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. Anderson can't get it to go. Houston has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. They get it again. Outside Durant. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Durant's got 12 now in this quarter.
Durant's so good at finishing in tight. Excellent in the paint.
George left side. Over Van Vliet. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Houston continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Now an update on Lauri Markkanen from Allie LaForce. What do you have, Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Jazz. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise. Rotations, game plans, and minute distribution will all need to be readjusted while he's out of the lineup.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Tari Eason is out there with Smith. Then it's Josh Okogie. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. Pass to Sensabaugh. Niang a screen. Sensabaugh, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Gets some space and buries the jumper. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Houston?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Thompson outside. Goes up at the stripe. Missed it. 5 for 7 from the field.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, BA, changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like and are more comfortable pushing.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Tuesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Wednesday, they'll defend the home court against the San Antonio Spurs.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Holiday comes in for Thompson.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Utah with another miss.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And that one drops.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Markkanen outside. The bank shot, no good. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Capella up and in on the layup. Capella's gotten his first bucket of the night.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
It's George on the wing. Sinks the tray.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Holiday passes to Capella. Now here's Finney Smith. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. George outside. Markkanen against Eason. He shoots it. And that one's good. Markkanen.
And Markkanen has a beautiful stroke. Superb at getting himself squared up and then quick with the release. He fires it right away.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them.
Oh, man. Whoa. Punch, that was.
Bad intentions.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Shepard, he's checked in for Okogie. Back to Markkanen. A minute 35 left in the fourth quarter. For three, Collier sinks it from distance. Collier's got 5 points now this quarter.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Rockets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
Add this one to the win column. They're 57th of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next two times these squads meet.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And what a huge performance it was for Kevin Durant.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
From 8 feet away, and that one's long.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
16 feet out. Again, Houston.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Markkanen looking it over. It's rebounded by Houston. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Shepard. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
George outside. Eason against Markkanen. George for three. Capella with a rebound. Here's Shepard. Three-pointer. And the miss. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Kevin Durant.